Hi everybody, I'm going to be showing you something kind of cool today. This is a shop stand that I featured a number of times on Facebook and on my blog. It goes up and down vertically, and it has this vise on it that rotates this way. You can lock it in any position. It also, you loosen this wheel that rides on a ball bearing. It can spin 360 degrees. So between that and this, depending on what workstation table I have mounted in here, I can do many different jobs very ergonomically in 3D space by having it angled and exactly positioned for me. Everything from, like, here's a medium-sized work table I'll use when I'm doing certain things. It's got a little block on it, and that drops down into the jaws. And the block has a hole drilled through it that a pin goes into. And that pin stops work from falling out if the vise comes loose, which it never has, but I'll show you how that works. This is the fixture I'm going to be using in about an hour when my customer Jason comes over to glue the back on his guitar with me. Again, you'll see the block right there that drops down into the jaws. But what this is a hollow form, and this works with any guitar from a single-O fingerstyle kind of guitar to a jumbo to a dreadnought. It has a curvature in it. It's dished like that. And I have several of these, and they match the curvature of the guitars that I'm building. The back, the top, whatever arch it is, there's a matching contoured hollow form like this. Now I'm going to put the pin through. I have to line it up. Just give me a moment. I'm doing this live, so this pin goes through, and it'll stop this. Even with the jaws loose, it can't come out by mistake and fall on the floor. Now I'm going to really clamp this down tight. And it's solid as a rock. I'm going to loosen that wheel. Now I have that whole rotation going for me, and I'll show you why that's cool in a minute. One of the things I like to do is I like to build freeform. I only use a mold when I bend the sides and dry them and get them to be perfect, in the right shape. And then I like to assemble them and do all the work freeform. So I'm going to take this piece of gum rubber. It's shaped also like a guitar. And I put that there right on top of this form. And this provides a cushion, it protects the wood, and it also gives you that little bit of play and push for when you're clamping. It'll help with the compression and the gluing. So I have the back and the rim for my customer's guitar. Now on this rim, tail block and the head block tops and all these linings are all matching on that radius, that arch. Happens to match exactly to this hollow form here. So because of that, it just sits perfectly and is supported perfectly on all of those curvatures for the rim to be totally vertical and true all the way around and to maintain accurate geometry, so that when I take the back and I put it in place and I put on the clamps, everything stays true. And it's a really neat way to, for me, to assemble my guitars, because I like doing it freeform. I don't like using molds. Sometimes people will have a big mold with holes and rods, and I just like being able to work on the guitars freeform like this. So this kind of fixture allows me to have the kind of results I want to. And when my customer's here, we'll just be able to stand in one place and spin the guitar around while we're putting the clamps on, instead of having to walk all the way around it while you're carrying clamps and things. It's a really nice system. And again, if I didn't have this cool shop stand, I wouldn't have these interchangeable work surfaces to do an infinite number of tasks for guitar building. So there you have it. Thanks for watching.